Yo, welcome back. Sonic Goodies episode 4, right?
Episode 4, we back at it again. You already know what's going on, man.
This time, it's a special occasion.
Super special occasion, bro.
Something really, really, really spicy just dropped.
I'm not even, I can't believe we're about to talk about this, bro. Yo. This is big. This is a big moment.
Album of the year.
Before you get there, is this your most anticipated album ever, you think?
Probably, yeah. Bro, when he announced... Okay, let's just say it. It's Man on the Moon 3. Man on the Moon 3 fucking dropped.
He finally did it. He finally dropped it. He finally blessed us.
Bro.
With this album that we've been waiting for. Bro, how long has it been? 2000...
Man on the Moon came out 2013, too.
2013? Okay.
Really? No, it came out before that.
I thought
no.
It
Man on the Moon 2 came out like 2010.
2011, I think.
2011 or 2010, yeah.
I'll double.
Yeah, it was 2011. It was 2011.
It's been so long, bro.
But that's still a minute, though.
Bro, the fact that he even announced
November
it...
2010.
The fact that he even announced it was for me already like a big deal because I remember like a while back, right after he dropped the second one and people just wanted the third one, at one point he said like, yo, there is no Man on the Moon 3. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do what I want.
That's why I thought it would never drop, bro.
Exactly. So the fact that he actually announced it earlier this year and the fact that he actually dropped it last Friday, and now we're talking about it.
That shit is unbelievable, bro.
I can't put it into words.
No, you know what's crazy though? I feel like I haven't been this hyped for an album in I don't know how long.
No,
I think the last time that I can remember was like, what was first? I can't remember. Kanye's The Life of Pablo or Frank Ocean's second album.
They came out the same year, but I'm pretty sure Pablo came out earlier.
So then, all right, those two. But I'll just say Frank Ocean because that's the last one I can remember. That's the last one that, bro, when I heard it, I was like, yo, just super hype.
Bro, yeah, when I saw the actual, cover, first off, that cover is super hard.
It is.
It's a fire cover.
It is.
So when I saw that and then I saw the release date, bro, I almost jumped from excitement. Like, it's been a minute since an album
has made me that hype,
made me feel like that, bro.
And, a lot of good albums came out this year, but I don't think any album, for me personally, made me feel like that. Made me feel like this album did.
Going into, before we heard it, obviously, what were your expectations for it? Like, I wanted it to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be good.
We spoke about it a little bit in the DM, that time we were talking in the DMs or whatever. But
oh yeah, because I asked him, he dropped the cover and everything, and we were both mad hype and shit, and I was just like, bro, what if it ends up with the way that 2020 is going? What if this ends up being a trash ass album? What would you have done, bro?
I would have ignored it, bro. I would have acted like he never dropped it, bro. I don't think I can
We're just gonna skip over that.
Yeah, 2020. It's been enough. It's been enough, bro.
It's been enough trauma for me.
It's been enough.
It's been enough trauma for me to see.
I would just completely ignore if he dropped some garbage, which I was like.
I was willing to do.
Yeah, I was willing to do that, and it's obviously you want the album to be good, but I think it was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, for
originally.
Sure. I'm not gonna lie, this album. I'm so glad it's what it is, bro, because I wasn't yes, I wanted it to be this good. I wasn't expecting it to be this good, but
Cudi is back, bro.
The fact that he did it,
back,
bro.
He's back.
It's
I've been waiting to say that too, because I remember, I'm not even gonna lie, I was one of the niggas that they love the Cudi album, so I would be like, he was back when he dropped what's the one with the flames?
Passion, Pain, and the
Indica?
No,
In the Cut.
Yeah.
When he dropped that, but I mean, realistically, that album.
That was a good album.
It was a good
cool
album, but
it got some gems.
I don't think it's up to standards as
it got some gems, but it's not the best Cudi project.
It's not. But I was like, when I heard that, because people were talking shit about that, but I didn't want to be, you don't want to say nothing bad about your favorite artist and shit. So it was
I feel you.
So it was like, nah, this album fire. He's back. He's back. Cudi's back. But nah, that wasn't the case. But I think with this album, he's definitely back.
No, for sure. I think it shows that he really went back and started working with Dr. Genius and Plain Pat and all them people, the people that were there for the first couple Man on the Moon projects and his mixtape and all that shit. Because I think it really shows. I feel like this album is good in and of itself, as a standalone album. Yeah. But also I feel like it really fits within the trilogy of
It sounds like a Man on the Moon.
Yeah,
album.
It sounds like a Man on the Moon album, and the fact that he was able to pull that off, I was
crazy.
really happy about.
Yeah, that was
bro,
crazy.
The kid in me is so happy about this album, bro. That's another reason why I love it so much, man. Because when the first two dropped, it was 2010.
The first one came out in 2009, I think.
Yeah, 09. I was a freshman in high school, bro. So much has changed since then, and the fact that he dropped some shit 10 years later.
Yeah.
That high school me would have still been just as hype about.
I felt like I was in high school again, bro.
Bro,
he dropped it, bro.
It's a lot of nostalgia and a lot of feelings involved with this album too. Like aside from the music itself,
Yeah.
which is super dope. I really enjoyed it, but just yeah, like with Cudi, like it's a whole other like sentimental value that goes attached to the music
because of like just what he means to like people that's like typically around our age and like
Yeah.
are into the things that we into and dealt with some of the things that we dealt with. Like
Bro, he was
means something to you, bro.
preaching, bro.
He means something.
Also, bro, he was really preaching on this.
He
shit,
really was, bro.
Like,
And like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He really put on just like a lot of niggas, bro. The sound of hip hop, like he really changed it, bro. Niggas, when Cudi first came out, bro, there was no nigga that sounded close to Cudi. You feel me?
that's facts. And also, it's like, I think I mentioned it before on here, but it's just the fact that, like, bro, you take a song from Man on the Moon 1,
Yeah.
came out 2009. That shit, like, he could drop it tomorrow and it still wouldn't be, like, outdated at all. You feel me? Like, I feel like his music is really timeless.
Mhm.
And I think he doesn't get the props he deserves for that shit, bro. Like, Cudi has a deep discography, and I'm not saying, like, all of it is good or, like, all of it is hits and shit,
No.
but he definitely got, like, some real gems on there, bro. Like,
Because it's like when he makes some fire shit, bro, it's fire, bro.
it's undeniably
Yeah.
fire, bro. Like,
So something I heard you say was he's put on like his style has like given birth or like influenced a lot of these young guys, and you said he doesn't get a lot of props for that. Do you think that's true? Because I would say he's probably like one of the most praised hip hop artists of all time from the inside of rap, not the fans,
yeah.
for rappers.
I feel like, yeah, like, he's like an artist, like, your favorite artist probably fucks with Cudi and gives him the props, but, like, as far as, like, the public opinion and shit, like, bro, he didn't
sold
have
159 million in the first week, so that's
thousand.
He's huge.
Yeah,
Or
nah.
150.
Yeah, that's really good for him too. But it's like when you think about it, bro, he didn't have a number one song. Like, this is Cudi we're talking about. Pursuit of Happiness, Soundtrack to My Life, all that crazy shit that we're all big
So yeah, I
fans
would
of.
say the same thing then too, because I feel like maybe he doesn't get it. Cause
Yeah,
a guy
but
like
it's like-
Travis, bro,
Yeah,
could
bro,
drop-
he
and
didn't
he's gonna
get-
be on number one. He's gonna
Yeah,
be number
he
one,
didn't get a number one song until that song with the Scots with Travis.
Yeah.
Like, that was his first number one ever, like over 10 years deep.
Mhm.
Oh, like after doing all it, like influencing all this many people, this many artists, even the ones you're talking about. So it's like, yeah, they get recognition from, he gets recognition from them, but I feel like just the public, the mainstream public probably doesn't give him his props. They
Yeah.
will though,
Yeah.
eventually. But I don't care, bro. Like, I feel like Cudi fans in themselves, like, we a family type shit, bro. Like, it was so sick to see just like Cudi fans, like our like perception of the album, bro. Just like how happy this shit made us. Cause one thing too, bro, like the reception that I've seen for it so far, for this new one, is like I haven't seen a lot of people that don't like it, bro. Like, if you're a Cudi fan, like, even those that like don't fuck with his newer shit, whatever.
I think if you like rap music, you
Yeah,
like this
like
album.
even fans that aren't really like Cudi stans like we are,
Mhm.
they listened to this and they were like, bro, yeah, this shit is like actually fire. Like, it's some of the best shit he's dropped, and I agree. Like,
Yo, the night he dropped it, bro, the IG stories, bro, and Twitter, just full of Kid Cudi, bro. Full of Kid Cudi.
Bro,
But he deserves that, though.
bro,
He
but-
definitely deserves that love.
this was such a moment, bro. It wasn't just like a new Cudi drop either. Like, if he dropped like just a new album,
I
it
don't think
wouldn't
it would
have
have been as like meaningful.
yeah, it wouldn't
to
have
me,
been
it
talked about as much. But it's like the
Yeah.
fact that it's Man on the Moon 3, bro. Like, it was a whole moment building up to this, bro.
I think what both of you just said is very true. Where like we were young, we grew up listening to Kid Cudi, a lot of other artists, but for me, and I know you guys, Kid Cudi was like the backbone.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
for sure.
for
And
sure.
for you to be 13, 12, listening to Pursuit of Happiness for the first time, and now you're 23, 24, 25, listening to Tequila Shots, or like
Tequila Shots
For
go
the
so hard.
Kids, like it really is a full circle moment where you then, exactly like both of you were saying, you see Twitter is blowing up,
Yeah,
and it's like, you've seen this the whole time.
Yeah.
Every time Cudi drops something that you like, you blow up like that. But now you're seeing him get that recognition. Can you guys speak on how special you thought that was?
Bro, it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's hard to explain this album because, like, we could talk about the music, which we will. Again, like, that, we'll get into that later. But also just, like, the whole context
This is the
behind it.
Cudi cast today.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's a whole Cudi episode today. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the whole context and the build up behind it.
Mhm.
Also, like, us as Cudi fans, like, I just mentioned it before, like, the whole nostalgia of it. Like, bro, listening to a song like For the Kids where he's literally talking about, yo, me, I'm rapping for the kids, and then them good vibes and shit. Like, turn this up if you need to. Like I do it for the people in the cities.
Bro,
and
when
the
I hear him
verse.
say shit like that, bro, that means he knows, bro.
Bro,
He
like,
knows
he
how
he's
important
so-
he is to like.
He's so aware
large
of
group
it.
of people.
He's from the Tumblr age. He understands what connecting with your community is. You know what I mean? That's why when you were saying like, I guess in the public in the big eye, yeah, he hasn't been like he's not on the Billboard #1 all the time. But rappers aren't really up there unless you're Drake or like a handful of people.
Yeah, true. So
but
it's only a few
for
people.
like hives, I would say like he has.
No,
as
he has.
diehard of a hive is like a Nicki hive, which to me is aggressive. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the amount
no.
of love I saw.
He has
for Kid
a
Cudi-
really good like cult fan base and
Yeah.
super loyal too, bro. Like
So sorry to keep cutting in, but I want to know your guys' experience with Kid Cudi. So do you have a memory of like maybe the most important Kid Cudi concert moment? Since both of you have seen him, right?
I haven't seen him.
Oh, you haven't seen him. So maybe do you have a moment of music that you remember of the first time, and then from you, Josh, I would like to hear first maybe a concert moment that like you like a song that you remember seeing.
Just I only seen him once,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, but
You saw him after which album that he dropped?
Passion, Pain, and Demons. When he dropped that shit, and
That's a good album.
it is a good album.
I like it.
I think that was really his like last best one before this one. Yeah, so when he dropped that, obviously I loved the album, and I was like, oh, again, Cudi back. You feel me? I was like, Cudi back, cause like that was a really good.
That was actually a good album.
It really was, and so I was mad excited to see him, hear those songs live, but then to hear his old shit live,
That was a different.
it was completely different, bro. It was completely different.
Nah, bro. I can't even imagine like singing "Pursuit of Happiness," bro. Like
This nigga jumped into the crowd, bro. He was right next to me. That shit was amazing, bro.
I miss
That's
concerts.
probably one of my favorite concerts.
I
the
miss
Kid Cudi
concerts so
concert.
much, bro. I be thinking about that shit all the time,
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute.
What about you, Miguel? Do you have like a moment of
bro.
even if it was with this new album, but like a huge moment for you that you're like, wow, Cudi is that guy for me.
I mean, I feel like it's not really one of them necessarily, but like a lot. You feel me? Just
Do you remember the first song you heard by him?
I'm pretty sure it was probably like Day and Night. Like I'm
I think
pretty
that's
sure.
everybody's.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like how I found Cudi was like I remember during that time I'd go on YouTube. Like it was when I first started going on YouTube, like just looking for music and shit. So I remember like seeing the Vivo like advertisements on like the side of the video or like the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I saw one for Cudi and like I just randomly clicked it one day and then here we are, you feel me? But as far as like a specific moment or a specific song, I don't really know, bro. It's just all the times like I have moments where I've been happy listening to Cudi, and that's been the soundtrack. I got moments where it's like I'm sad as fuck and lonely as fuck and he's the soundtrack. So it's just like the fact that I have songs for like he has a song for everything, literally. And even now, like as I'm older, like I start listening to songs, you go through different shit, you experience different things. So it's like you're able to relate to stuff that you didn't relate to when you were younger. Mm-hmm. Like you listen to it within a whole new context and it just means different shit and it hits different. Like even before this Man on the Moon 3 came out, I was in my Cudi bag. Like I was listening to like all his albums and shit. And I found even songs that I wasn't really fucking with like that before that I was like really into now. Like that song Distant Fantasies off the Passion, Pain, and Demon Slayer.
A great song, yeah.
That song is sick. And I was like, that was never in my rotation like that. But it was just like, you just randomly stumble upon it and you fucking get
Cosmic
into it.
Warrior off that album, that shit spoke to me, bro. That shit make me feel like I'm invincible. But
that's a really uplifting album.
It
too.
definitely,
Like,
yeah.
that's like the Commander, Cosmic Warrior, shit like that.
Yes, but I think I want to go back to what you asked him. But I think the moment was when I heard Pursuit of Happiness. Bro, that shit.
Bro,
he was just saying so many things. I'm like, yo, how the fuck does this nigga know exactly
how I feel?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, damn.
Bro, you know what was crazy? Again, before this one came out, Man on the Moon 3, like I was in my Cudi hype train and shit. So I'm listening to like his songs and Man on the Moon, like not Man on the Moon, Pursuit of Happiness comes on, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this one line, bro, that it hit me in a way that like I've listened to the song hundreds of times, probably thousands of times by now. But there was this one part where he's like, you don't really know about the trials of tomorrow. You'd rather lay awake in a bed full of sorrow. I was like, hold up, like, what do you mean by that? Because I had literally spent the night, like a couple nights before that, where I had I was so anxious I did not sleep.
That's crazy.
So like I hear that line again, and like again, as I was saying before, I just mentioned like sometimes you go through shit and then you listen to something again and like you have a whole new experience to attach it to. So I was attached to me not being able to sleep the night before because of how anxious I was and shit.
Yeah.
And then I listened to that line and I'm just like, bro, what did you mean by that exactly? Like, it just had me thinking.
I think another line for me is when he's like, and they all didn't see the little bit of sadness in me.
Yeah.
Bro, when he says that, it's like, because I mean, if you've dealt with family, you know, I mean, obviously, if you're younger, if you're going through some shit, they probably not gonna be like realizing what's going on with you for real.
Yeah, especially if you're not like because also when you're going through shit, it's like you're not telling people you're going through shit really.
Yeah,
you're kind of trying
sure.
to hide it, especially when you're younger. So it's like it's hard.
And especially
if
you coming from a certain background where that shit is just like it don't even exist.
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna talk to somebody about some shit that don't exist in their mind? Yeah. But yeah, so when you talking like, so when I'm hearing him say that, it's just like, damn, bro, there is somebody else that like feels what I'm feeling, and that's one thing. That's why he's always been like really special to me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
For sure. No,
and like.
It's a different level of like relatability with him.
And since I've been listening to him since I'm like younger, and I've been listening to him like now, it's like I kind of have this. Like,
I never stopped, bro.
Yeah, it's like I kind of have like this like love for him. Like I really know him and shit like that.
He's an OG through music.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So yeah, how do you feel about this album overall,
bro? This album has, I think it has everything that I wanted it to have. To be honest, like it feels like a Cudi album. He's back to rapping, like going off and shit. I also feel like this is a good, like if you were to put Man on the Moon 1 and 2 together, I feel like it would sound like this one in a way. Like there's songs that I don't necessarily think would fit in the other two albums, but however, I do see kind of like how this one fits within the rest. Like if you were to play all three of them in a row, I feel like the
fact that he has Pop Smoke. Bro, I would have never thought in my life, bro, that I would ever hear a Pop Smoke and Kid Cudi song, bro, with Skepta up there. Shout out to Skepta. But like, yo, that shit is like,
bro. Have you played that shit on the gym yet?
I haven't been in bro. But
last time I went to the gym, bro,
you played that shit.
The whole workout, bro. That was the only song I listened to.
On repeat.
I just had that shit on repeat, bro. That shit was crazy.
That's low key a collaboration that I never knew that I needed, bro. Like that shit was actually fire. And when I seen the title, like, and I seen that Pop Smoke was featured, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit skeptical, bro. I'm like, I don't even know how that's gonna sound, bro. Like Kid Cudi and Pop Smoke, two different type of times. Like when I'm listening to them, I'm on two different type of times, bro.
No, facts. You saw the story of like how it happened though, like.
No.
Did you watch that interview he did?
I didn't watch the full thing.
Okay, nah. So he talks about how the reason how that happened was because Dr. Genius, he had worked with Pop Smoke like before he died and shit, before he even like blew up that much.
That's crazy. So
he had that old song like just in the bag, like with him and Skepta, and then Cudi just finds out about it and he's just like, bro, like. He hears it and he's just like, bro, like, I need this. Like, let me get this because I feel like people are not going to be expecting this shit.
They're not.
And I feel like I could do my thing on it. Like, and he did. Like,
no, he definitely did.
He rapped his ass off in that last verse.
Do you think it would have been on the album if Pop Smoke was alive?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
But at the same time.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Do you feel like.
Why was he on the album?
That's a good question, bro.
I feel like just to give people what like something that wasn't expected.
He was on the album because he died.
But
I mean, I don't know if it's strictly because he died. Though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's strictly that, bro. Because Cudi, if anything, I think it would have made more sense if Cudi had somebody like Juice WRLD because that's like more of like the style. That Juice WRLD wasn't up there, and like I mean, he did have.
But like Miguel said, this was not a song made with the intentions of Kid Cudi.
It wasn't, yeah.
This was a Skepta pop song.
Yeah.
That Cudi heard.
Yeah.
And was like, let me get that.
I mean, but you know, if that is the case...
Would he have asked to get it if he was alive? Like,
if that is the case, then I still think it's fire.
It is fire.
That's not what we're saying. I would do is just a question of do you think that collaboration would have happened? Because I think collaborations like that would happen in the future, but on a pop album. Like that's where the Cudi would... It wouldn't be pop on a Cudi song. It would be, like, the real praise would be when you got Cudi on a pop song on his album. That's what I thought. That's why I was like, I wonder if this is real. Like, if it was for that, you know?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's no way for us to know really anyway, but...
Yeah.
All right, what did you think about, like, do you have any favorites so far? What were your first, like, favorites?
It was, honestly, it was whatever song I was listening to. Like, when the first playthrough, it was whatever song I was listening to. But as it went on... the one that sticks with me the most and speaks to me the most now still is The Void.
But I feel like that's a big fan favorite because you're not the only person that tells me that. Like,
Cause like, bro, just
I've
the
asked a
type
couple
of,
people.
that's like classic Cudi. Like he's really on some
That's
like
really
old school
classic.
shit, bro.
That's like Cudi. That's a Cudi song right there,
For
bro.
sure, bro.
Like the sound of it, what he's talking about, the
And it's
fucking
like-
outro at the end where he's like thanking. I mean, he's technically thanking God for like being there and listening to him and
Yeah.
shit. But it's like me listening to the project. I felt like he was talking to me, bro. Like,
bro, the part
directly.
where he's like, "It's gonna be okay," like just shit like that, bro. Like that shit is amazing, bro. And that shit makes me like it makes me feel good, like to hear him say that to somebody
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
listening to since like that long. But one thing he did about this with this album, like that I was like, I don't know even know how he did this, is that like he made it sound like the other two albums, but it still sounds like new.
Yeah.
It
I
still
get what you
sounds
mean.
like new. It doesn't sound like he's trying. He's like 100% trying to make it sound like on some old school shit. It just happens to sound like that, and it's fire, I think.
Well, I think one of the ways he did that, and
Was working with the people. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
was working with those people, but also, I heard a lot of people they've been talking about how they hear like a big Travis Scott influence on this album, especially like on the first half, and
Yeah.
I do hear it. I'm not gonna lie, like straight up, she knows this. Like straight up, sounds like a trap song. I love that song, by the way. It's a fire song, and I'm not taking away from like Cudi for saying like for this,
Yeah.
but it does sound like a lot like a Travis song. But like when you think about it though, it makes sense because first off, straight up, Cudi was the one that like Cudi's one of Travis' biggest influences.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
So,
a Travis song a Travis song sounds like a Cudi song, bro.
Exactly,
So-
but the thing is too. Like,
In a way, bro. In a way, I think it definitely does.
If you listen to Man on the Moon 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and both of them, even though they were within 3 years apart of like making it,
Yeah.
like there's definitive sounds that make Kid Cudi Kid Cudi.
Mhm.
And it's also what makes Kid Cudi is his ability to say, fuck, I'm gonna try something and like put a crazy guitar solo and rap over it. And like he does different things.
Yeah.
And like and Travis is like that, but he's like the trap version of that. Like
Okay.
Like I felt like there was a couple songs on this, and by a couple, I would probably say like a third of it, where it just seemed like this was a Travis song off the rip. Like what broke my heart the most is when I was listening to Solo Dolo 3,
Really?
and
Why?
then you hear him go straight up, and it's like
oh, he said that in that song. I didn't even.
he
Yeah, I didn't do that
he
either,
does
honestly.
two Travis ad libs on it, and it's just like, okay, now we're playing with fire. Is this like even if Cudi did the whole thing himself, it's like you never hear like Travis completely rip off the Cudi humming. He hums, but it's in
No,
his
he definitely
Cudi way.
hums.
Yeah.
He-
No,
it's-
I'm not gonna lie.
And in this, he does a lot of Travis things in a Travis way, not even in a Cudi way. Which,
No, I get what you mean, and I think
and I love the album. I love Cudi. Like,
I think for me, like the most evident example of that was just "She Knows This," like that whole song. But there was later in the album too. I forgot which song specifically, but there was a point where like I heard that like album
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
that's the
heard,
Pale
yeah.
Moonlight,
And-
which I love that
Yeah.
song, but it's just like
So it's like I literally had to rewind it and be like, was that Travis? Like,
and it
and
wasn't.
they just didn't get credited. Like,
Yeah.
no, but it was him.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there is definitely a Travis influence, but I think it makes sense though, because think about it. Like, yes, Trav is influenced by Cudi, so off the rip, their songs already sound similar. But on top of that, they've also been working together with the whole like the Scots thing. Like they have a whole duo together, and they were working together
Yeah.
around that time.
So
So
yeah,
so
so
it
I can
makes
see
sense
how
that-
the sound could like leak over. I
yeah,
can see it.
exactly. And I think it fits for this album too, though. Like
No,
I think
but
if
yeah,
it,
definitely fits for the album.
yeah, I think it fits for this one because, bro, I love how like the first half of the album straight bangers, like
Yeah.
straight up bangers, him wilding, and then the second part is just synth Cudi, like just so many feelings, bro,
Yeah.
in just the second half of the album, and it sounded like so spacey and man, I loved it. I loved it.
So wait, did you say your favorite song of the album?
All right, so like the first 3 days of that this shit came out and I was listening to it, I was literally just like front to back, like front
Yeah,
to
I
back,
just
front to
listened to
back,
it
front to
straight.
back, front to back.
Yeah.
But the first song that I've had on repeat a lot has been "Sad People," bro. That was one of those songs. That was one of those Cudi songs that really, that just really
Bro, I'm
talks
telling
to
you,
you.
bro. He knows
That
his
just
audience, bro.
he just knows, bro.
This nigga knows
Like,
his audience, bro. The Lord of the Sad and Lonely, bro. Like going back to that, bro. Like he knows his people, bro.
bro, like he knew what he was doing with this one, and
Nah,
I
he
just
definitely
love
knew.
the fucking hook where he's like, "This for the sad people who keep the blunt burning, and
Always,
we're
bro.
off on a journey." You learn me, bro. Can
Isn't
he
it-
stop? Can
My
he
nigga,
chill?
isn't it wild that we all live in the same life? That's what we really need to be talking about. How does nigga do that, bro? How so many people relate?
Talking about it. He's talking about in the middle of the night, I have these dreams. Will I make it or will I fall out? Will I burn out? Like,
Bro,
I'm convinced this man is stalking me, bro.
he's writing songs while he watching you, bro.
He's just watching me and writing songs about my life,
Like,
bro.
damn, this nigga's sad. That blunt burning. Just writing songs about you, bro.
Oh, he down bad for real.
He's going through it.
He going
Hard.
through it for real. Let me write a song real quick. Nah, bro, but that's the thing. Like, these are the songs that be getting me out of it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, like sonically, that one, I thought Tequila Shots was a really, really good intro. Like, it started off like on a really
Bro,
good
that
note.
song sounds so good, my nigga.
It does, bro. It does.
Like, it starts off with the intro, like the little sound or whatever. And
That
then
was
it's-
crazy. I heard that shit, that first clip, and I was just like, hold up. Yeah, I was like, bro.
That was getting you ready to sit in a
I
rocket
was-
ship and get blasted
bro.
in space, yo.
Bro,
My first listen was so fucking good, bro. Like, I was so fucking.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Not even to be no bitch shit, bro. But it's like when I heard it, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I was getting low key a little bit emotional, bro.
Bro,
I'm like,
yeah.
One thug tier.
listen, just one and I wiped it real quick. You feel me? Get that shit out of here. But it's like,
Like,
yo,
fucking threw it away.
I can't.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was like, bro, I've been waiting for this album for so long, bro. And then to hear him start it off like that, and then to hear just all the songs actually be good, bro.
Bro, yes, bro.
And it,
I was losing my shit, and I just see my phone. You just like, bro, are you hearing this?
I had to text, bro. It was so good. I'm like, hold on, let me text this nigga, bro. He gotta be listening to this right now. I'm like, yo, bro, you hearing this right now?
I couldn't even explain. All I said was, bro, like, bro. There's nothing left to say, bro. Like, that's all. Did you hear that? Did you peep that? Apparently Tame Impala has production credits on Dive.
Word.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Nah,
I haven't confirmed it yet, but I heard that he does, which is
Who you heard
dope.
that from, bro?
Twitter. You know, the best news source. Like,
Okay.
you
It's
don't have
true
to.
then, it's true.
You
I
don't have
believe
to question whatever Twitter says. If
You're
it's
right.
on Twitter,
Bro,
if it's on Twitter, it's a fact, bro. Like, you don't even gotta fact check. You don't gotta read anything else. If it's on Twitter,
all I'm saying is December 21st, y'all better watch out, all right? That's all I'm saying, all right? If you know what I mean, Twitter, they never lie.
yo,
So,
what you gonna do? What's the first thing you're gonna do with your powers?
I don't
Like,
even want to speak on it, bro. All right? I don't even want to speak on it, bro. I don't want the public to know,
Can I
bro.
ask you a thing?
What's up?
What power would you want? If you got to
yeah,
choose.
I was about to ask you that too. Like, if you were to get
Like,
a
are you a
superpower,
freak and gonna say invisibility?
Nah. Why would I want that? I feel like that's like...
You're
Bro.
a freak. I don't know, maybe.
to each their own. To each their own, bro.
Nah, I feel like that's the stupidest one. But is it just like one? I can only get one?
That's what I'm saying right now.
Wait, you're
Okay.
getting more than one superpower?
Yeah, right.
bro?
Because, bro, it's like...
December 21st, you're getting more than one superpower, bro?
Listen, bro, you never know, my nigga. I don't know. But I think maybe either super strength or being able to fly. But then I could just be like mad smart. But that's not a superpower. You could just read mad books and get mad smart. So I don't know. I think maybe flying. I think probably flying.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd want to just teleport,
Because
honestly.
birds be lit, bro. I'd be looking at them. I'd be jealous, bro. I'm not even going to lie.
Teleporting's cool, but part of the fun is the flying. You know?
But it's also like you gotta like get there. You feel me? Like when you fly, you gotta fly. It becomes a fucking
But that's a
chore.
part of it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe. And also, say I got a shorty with me, I could probably fly her on my back. I probably can't teleport a chick with me.
Bro.
Okay, so the way I picture it, you seen that movie Jumper?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way he did it, it was like
You gotta carry a picture of your home at all times,
not
bro?
well, you could teleport somewhere if you have a picture of the place. You could teleport there. But if I'm like touching somebody, I could teleport with them. So if I had that, that should be lit.
That
Well,
sounds so complicated, bro.
It's
Flying
not,
is
bro.
just
I could be
bro.
like, let's go. Where you want to go? You gotta.
Well, first of all,
Where you wanna
Miguel,
go?
you and me are not getting this, so he'll have to touch you and do that.
Oh yeah, true. So yeah,
You gonna teleport him? Like,
Nah, bro. Just fly, bro. What's up with you? Just fly, bro. Be regular.
be regular, say fly.
Nah, definitely flying though, cause like that
Nah,
shit seems
bro, I'm
mad fun.
teleporting, bro. Fuck all that shit. I don't have the time.
What would yours be?
I'm
Flying?
like, bro, I can't.
Okay, all right,
It's not for me.
okay. Yeah, but back to the Cudi album though. We just got off talking about superpowers and shit.
What do you think Cudi would choose as his superpower? After hearing the album, What do you think you'd go with?
I think supersonic humming. Yeah. So he could just hum the shit out of everybody.
Just sleep?
Hum the shit out of everybody.
No, to like bring happiness, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he got that already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit, you right, bro.
He got that already, bro.
You right. This nigga
Man,
do got
what-
superpowers, bro.
Bro, you seen that video of him like promoting that like Google thing where you could hum a song and
Yeah.
like it tells you?
Yeah.
Bro, hearing Cudi hum his own song, that's a different level of wholesomeness, bro.
And it's so crazy that
I
his
didn't
hums,
know I needed to watch that until
this
I
nigga's
watched it.
hums turned into like a thing. I mean, he knows about it now. Like he knows that people enjoy his hums.
The greatest hummer of all
I
time.
saw an edit where it's the thing where he hums it and Pursuit of Happiness comes up. Instead of that, it's like some death metal song. It's like, yeah, look at that. It's like, so it doesn't work.
Yo, the internet a funny place, bro.
Nah, it definitely is, bro.
Nah, but do you have like what you thought about that song, Elsie's Boy? Elsie's Baby Boy, what's it called? Or is it Elsie's Boy?
It's called Elsie's Baby Boy.
Elsie's
Yeah,
Baby Boy.
Flashback.
Another one that's relatable, bro.
I feel like, you know, that song gave me like, in terms of like the subject matter and what he was talking about, it gave me like soundtrack to my life vibes.
Yes.
Because he was talking about just like his family, like having, you know, his older siblings, his mom, how she used to work,
Yeah.
how his dad wasn't around. Like, it's literally the same shit as
Mine is
soundtrack.
really opening up on that song, bro.
No, yeah, like
That's
that,
crazy.
That was like that's probably that one and like Mr. Solo Dolo 3. I feel like are probably the most like personal, and that's
Yeah.
saying a lot because you have songs like The Void and
Mhm.
Sad People and shit like that. But Elsie's Baby Boy is
I
like,
think that's the most personal one.
it's like a really super personal, and I love the little end that it like the end of that song and like how it leads to the next song, which is September 16th, which is also one of my favorites, bro. If you have a significant other, bro, you need to listen to September 16th. Like that song is just too. It's too beautiful. It's a beautiful song, bro.
Nah, it is.
It's a
bro.
beautiful song.
It is.
Fucking
bro.
love that
A
song.
beautiful song on a beautiful album, bro. What can I
Very
say?
wholesome.
I love this man.
What you think about how he ended it? How Veda was like, to
Yo,
be continued.
that
caught me off guard. Honestly.
that definitely did. I told you I listened to it like straight the whole time, so I'm listening to every song. I get to the end of it, and I hear that, bro. That shit. I'm like, yo, what? I really had to play that shit back. I'm like, my nigga, there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. But at the same time, too, I'm hoping he doesn't drop another one. I just want him to leave. Like, this is me personally as a fan. I would like if he just left those alone. Obviously, bro, I need more Cudi music.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm saying it would be cool, though, like, if that was, like, he really ended it. So, like, I don't have to wait until I'm 40 to hear the next, chapter of that.
I mean, not for sure. For me, it was the same thing. Like, I was completely caught off guard.
Yeah.
And when he said, like, to be continued, I was like, I don't know. Because at the same time, I love a trilogy. The fact that it's a trilogy. The fact that he, like, this one's good. So I'm like, all right, don't ruin it. Now, like, leave it
three,
as
bro.
it is.
3 is a good number, bro.
3 is a good number. And also, it's like, do you feel like maybe the series itself, like the Man of the Moon series, would it lose its, like, appeal or, like, whatever makes it special if he just kept adding more installments to it?
I'm going to keep it real, bro. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, like,
Maybe a little bit.
would Man on the Moon 5 hit as much as, like, Man on the Moon 3?
Like, oh, shit, a new Man on the Moon, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go.
like, bro, like, the hype for the, like, he already technically announced Man
Nigga
on the
said
Moon.
Man on the Moon 5.
Imagine Man on the Moon 5.
The real question I have then is,
Yeah.
say Speeding Bullet to Heaven was Man on the Moon 3, Passion, Pain, and Demon Slayers 4, would you be happy getting this as Man on the Moon 5?
I wouldn't even have been hyped. Like, yes, I would have because this would have been better than the previous two. But, like, if, for example, like, Speeding Bullet to Heaven ended up being, like, Man on the Moon 3, I would have been tight, bro. Like, I would not have been happy about that.
Bro, I don't know what I would, bro.
Yo, I would have been sick.
I do think what you saying though, he needed to do Man on the Moon right.
Yo.
Like that's what needed to be done for it to.
Yeah.
Like if this album was bad, I would probably want a Man on the Moon 4. Like
Yeah.
like let's try to cap it off with a bang.
Okay, yeah.
But like,
But the fact that this one already was a good installment and like a good way to end
and
it.
how long have we been saying the trilogy for?
10 years.
I'm not about to Star Wars this and get 3 trash movies after and then 3 more trash. Like,
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I'd rather if he just cut it off now and just start something else.
Yeah, just keep making other projects and shit, which he already has
Mhm.
in the vault. Do you have a top 3?
Top 3?
Yeah, somebody was asking us that.
Number 1, The Void. I did appreciate that he had like some people that I fuck with up here. Like the fact that he had Skepta
Skepta killed his verse too.
and Trippie Redd. I'm a Trippie Redd fan. So that was just dope to see like that
Yeah,
he had him up here.
trippy.
But Sad People number 2, and
Sad People is just powerful, bro.
shit, I don't know, bro.
That shit powerful.
So number 1, The Void. Number 2, Sad People, and I'll probably say number 3, Tequila Shot.
Tequila Shots is fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think two of mine are also the same as yours. I think
Yeah.
Sad People and Tequila Shots are definitely there
Mm-hmm.
right now. And then for the third one, man, I don't know. I really don't know. Right now, I probably, if I was to pick, I'd probably pick not the Void, September 16th. I'm really feeling that right now. I'm sorry. Um,
Forgive you, bro.
I'm in my bag, bro. So yeah. Yeah, September 16th, and if not that, Solo Dolo Part 3. Solo Dolo Part 3 sounds like super beautiful and spacey and shit, but like the shit he's saying, bro, it's super sad. Like, it's really him coming to terms with just like his addictions and shit. But like raw. Like,
Have you seen any negative feedback about this album?
I think like the biggest negative thing I've heard people say about it is just the whole Travis thing. Like, they hear too much of Travis in it.
Nah, I seen this one thing. I'm not gonna say they was hating, but they were just like, pretty much just saying that like Cudi's too old to be talking about what he's talking about, and I feel like that's not the case. Bro.
Nah, bro.
It's like
That's
like,
crazy because he talked about it in that interview too with Zane Lowe. He was just like at the beginning of it, he was saying that at this point he feels like his listeners probably expect him to like have his shit together, or like expected him to have his shit together by now, and then like he like goes back to talking about being depressed and shit like that. So, but they were saying basically that like life doesn't work like that. It's not just like a one step solution, and then after that you're not gonna have more problems.
And bro, this is why this nigga is literally one of my favorite artists, bro. Because this nigga is so transparent. He keeping it real, bro. You're not gonna be like he just dropped the first 2 albums, and now he's happy.
Nah, bro. And I feel like that's kind of the story of this album in itself. Like he think like and if you read the story in the back and shit for the track list, it says like he in the past decade he's been through his lows and his highs. He thinks he's over it, but then one night he has to like deal with his demons again.
Yeah.
And then when you listen to songs like Tequila Shots, it's like, oh, I think I'm ready for it this time. Like, I've been here before. Like, I'm ready to face my demons again. Like, I'm not gonna make this. Like, I'm not as scared of it as it was before.
Yeah.
And then like that's basically the whole first half of the album. That's why you have songs like She Knows This, songs like Damaged. That's basically just Cudi giving into his vices. Like, that whole first half is him turning up, giving into his vices,
and that's some
fighting
shit, bro,
his demons.
that I appreciate so much, bro.
And then, bro, it goes from that straight up Solo Dolo Part 3, and that just starts a whole completely different vibe of the album, where it's just like him being more reflective, him being more like, just analyzing his feelings and what's really bringing me to this point.
Yeah.
And The Void is kind of like the explanation of that whole shit, because he was just like, bro, I'll fall in the void to get away from anything that's gonna fuck up my flow, or like fuck up like how I'm feeling and shit like that. But it's like you're jumping in that void, and the void itself is fucking you up. Like, you're trying to get away from these things by fucking yourself up, and that's not good, And but he words it, he explains it in such a way that only he can do it, bro. Like,
yeah, only he could do that, bro. Because other people do talk about, I mean, obviously the things that he's talking about, but I think he does it the best.
Yeah,
I think when it comes to rap or whatever, he does it the best. He gets the point across, but it's like, yo, I feel that too.
Nah, for sure. I don't know what it is, bro. I think it's the way he, like, the things he says, but also just like the music itself, bro. Like,
yeah,
the fucking music sounds so spacey and just mellowed out, bro. Like, I really do feel like I'm in space when I fucking listen to the second half of this album, bro.
For sure.
She was amazing, man. I'm so happy. Like, this album has made me so happy in such a short amount of time. I'm gonna keep loving it.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. This is album of the year for me, bro. Just because of not only the album itself, but just everything around it. Of like how this year has been trash, low key. And there's been a lot of albums this year, but like, bro, this is one that I'm like, yo, I feel like a little kid when I see.
No, yeah, for sure. I definitely feel like a little kid listening to it, and yeah, like taking the whole 2020 year into consideration. Like, it's such a it was such a pleasant surprise. Like finally something lives
Good,
up to
bro.
expectations.
Something good, bro.
Finally something to make me happy, bro.
You feel me? Like that's why I was just like, yo, I can't believe this, bro.
Like, man, shout out to Cudi. Thank you, Cudi,
Again,
for
shout out to Cudi.
everything. You did it again, bro. You did it again.
Lives, yo.
You did it again. You saving lives. Yo,
You feel me?
What that shirt say, bro?
Cudi saves.
Cudi saves, bro. That's fucking gospel right there, bro.
It's true, bro. I used to like. I mean, I still think it's a little bit funny when people say, because I feel like it's kind of cliche at this point to say, "Cudi saved your life," but that shit true, bro. That shit is true, bro.
There's no other way to put it, bro.
The amount of sadness all of us have probably gone through and looked to Cudi in itself is more than enough.
And it's
to
and there's so many more people than us, bro. Like
exactly.
like that's fucking insane. So yeah,
That's the wild thing too, and something that made me really happy was like listening to the playlist. I mean, not the playlist, the interview that he had with Saint Lo. It's on Apple Music. Y'all could listen to it, or YouTube. But he was saying like, by him putting out the music and like helping us out is like us listening to it, we helping him out. Cause he's saying like when he makes music and he writes this shit down, it's more like, yo, it's like, is anybody else feeling like me? Like, am I the only one going through this shit? So then hearing the feedback from us helps him feel less lonely. So the fact that it's like it goes both ways. Like we make him
that
happy.
shit is beautiful, bro.
That's so beautiful, bro. I fucking saying,
fuck, my nigga, that shit is mad beautiful.
I'm saying, bro. Like,
wow,
man, I got so much love for this guy, bro. Shout out to Cudi, bro, for real. Like, I can't. We gonna have you on the podcast one day, bro. Like,
hell yeah.
we gonna have you on. And when that happens, it's gonna be crazy. But
what would you ask him,
bro?
You know what?
I feel like when that happens, bro, I'm not even gonna like plan anything. I'm literally just gonna show up and see where the conversation goes. Cause I feel like if I were to plan some shit out to like what to say to him, bro, like
that's when you mumble your words up.
Yeah, I would mumble everything up. I would not know like.
I'm not gonna lie. One thing I would definitely have to ask is like, bro, when you gonna put Love on the streaming services, bro? I want to hear it.
Love is on streaming services.
No, it's not, bro.
Love is not. It's on Speed and Bullet.
No, bro. The one that he's like, "Don't be so down. Come on, young homie." Isn't that Love? That's a song, right?
Not. Yes, it is.
Bro, that's not on Speed and Bullet, bro.
Bro, it's on Speed and Bullet.
Bro, I really didn't listen to that album.
It's on Speed and Bullet, bro.
Hold on, there's no way, bro. Love, Kid.
That was the single for Speeding.
You good?
Speeding
right?
Bullet.
Bro. Go ahead, check, bro. Go ahead, check, bro. I know I'm not bugging. Bro.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Exactly, my nigga. Come on, bro. I know what I'm talking about.
That might have been one of those like
it was
SoundCloud like exclusive though, where like they bought a thing from him, like one track.
But I don't know about that, but I just know that he definitely dropped that one that's like a Lucy.
That's a great song, yeah. So one question that I had, which it might be a little soon for this bias,
what's up?
But Man on the Moon 1, 2, and 3, what are you ranking them in order from best to worst, even though none of them are worst? But you get what I'm saying, like.
Shit, now that definitely is a early question to ask.
Yeah.
But
it's really not on here, bro. That's crazy.
I told you, man. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Cudi fan, bro.
You got the shirt on.
Come on, bro. I'm not playing. I was sad.
No, because I could have sworn that was the single for Speeding Bullet. Like,
nah, bro.
I know they dropped at this like around the same time and shit. But
no, it was around the same time.
I love that song though. That's a really, really positive song.
Yeah, he got to put that up. But I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think about ranking them?
Man, I haven't even tried. I don't think I will. Bro, it's like it's hard. Bro, how you gonna rank an album that's been out for a week against two that have been out for like a decade?
Well, that's why I said it might be too soon to tell. But like, if you can be an adult,
I don't know. I probably like if I could be an adult. Yeah. I don't want to be an adult, bro.
It's too late, bro. It's too late. You already here.
You finished the semester. It's adult time.
Damn, bro. I don't even know. I really.
Yeah, that's a really hard question. Bro, but I mean, if I'm gonna answer it, I will probably say Man on the Moon 2, number 1. Man on the Moon 1, number 2. And then Man on the Moon 3, number... See, but I don't know.
See, it's soon, but I would say, like, 2 is the definitive 1. Like,
for me, yeah, definitely.
But I would say for most people who are Kid Cudi fans, it was Man on the Moon 2.
You think so? I've heard people, like, they think the first one is way better, and they don't think the second one.
The only people that I hear say that they like Man on the Moon 1 more are people who are, like, 30 years old and are like Cudi. Like the older, like... side of the Cudi people, you know what I mean? I mean, but I'm not. There's some gripes that I have with the album. Like I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's great. Like it's amazing. I think honestly for a Kid Cudi, what he's put on the past too. Like this lives up to Man on the Moon title. Like
Yeah, for sure.
So what could he have done to make it a 10 out of 10?
I think if you take some of the songs out where, like, to me, it clearly sounds like Travis
Travis?
spit a verse and then he listened to it spit his own. Like there's a couple songs on this that sound exactly, and not like exactly like Man on the Moon 2 or one song off of that, but in the vein of it. Like there are 12 songs on this that if it was just that, I think this would be the best Man on the Moon ever. But then there's a couple songs that he puts on there with just to stretch it out that I was like, okay, Trav. Like,
What song would you think that he put up there to stretch it out?
I'd have to like go back and listen, but
Okay.
like I honestly felt I loved the solo dolos. I felt like that was the weakest solo dolo I've ever heard.
What, for real?
Yeah.
For me,
Solo
that was
dolo
one
one
of
is
the
the
highlights.
legendary, and then 2 is legendary too. Like off Indica.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this one is better than Solo Dolo 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. For me, this was for sure
Yeah.
over 2.
But there was like a couple like they're good songs. Like I think that Rockstar Night song, which we read, like I think like that's a straight up the label paid Cudi 100 G's to put him on this album. You know what I mean? Like even though I think Trippie Redd's sound is a direct lineage of Cudi.
Yeah.
Like
To be honest though, I kind of that did.
but they're
like,
friends too, from what I've seen.
No,
on
no,
Twitter
no.
and
But
shit.
like it did catch me off guard to see Trippie Redd on it. I was like not expecting that. Like you said before.
More
it
so
did-
than Pop Smoke?
no, that too.
Okay.
Like they were
Pop
both like.
Smoke makes more sense
You think so? I think it
because
doesn't.
of the world that we're living in.
Like
What's
it made,
the last even good Trippie Redd song you heard?
Okay. I mean,
Like,
the thing is, I love
you-
Trippie Redd, but I know like
From
what's the
a-
last song that that's like
Dark Knight
popular?
Devil or whatever it's called.
That's the last time that he's had like a real hit. Okay.
But not even a hit. Like I listened to. He put out an album in 2020, right? Like
Yeah,
4 months
he-
ago.
he
Yeah,
some
it
shit
wasn't.
recently.
It wasn't.
It wasn't like trash, but for me, I was like,
I didn't care about it. I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I listened to it maybe 2 times.
yeah, exactly.
But I still love Trippie Redd. But yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
But no, the album, like exactly like both of you were saying, for you to not wake up, but for you to open your phone and you have Man on the Moon 3, it was like Christmas, guys. Like
oh yeah, like
I've never had a more.
I don't want nothing else.
Exactly. I never had the last moment I felt like this about Kid Cudi was when I saw him in concert. Like I had like this euphoric moment that I will never forget.
yeah,
And then just listening to the first after She Knows This finished, I was like, okay, we're getting ready for something. Like
Yeah.
even though I think She Knows This is a Travis-ish song, and maybe even Another Day, if I'm thinking about it, is the correct one. Like a little Travis, like trap heavy. I was like, wow, we can see Cudi is back.
Yeah.
And did you guys think, like, do you think Cudi will be back like this? Like, do you think if we get a new album, whatever it is, do you think it'll be like this?
I don't know because I feel like Cudi is the type to experiment.
yeah, that's
So I don't really know. I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know that I'm always, down for some new Cudi. So
Yeah.
whatever it is, hopefully it's just not speeding the bullet to heaven type shit.
yeah.
Have some slappers.
It had maybe 4, 5 good songs.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
And
Yeah,
we like Cudi, so it's probably really one.
like he said, like yeah, it's hard to tell. Probably not, to be honest. But I think it depends on like who he's working with too. I think like we said before, Dr. Genius playing Pat, and he said it too. Like they obviously had a big hand in making this sound the way it does.
Yeah.
So
When you heard the first Dot the Genius, which I think is on the second song, I think it is on Tequila Shots. When you hear Dot the Genius's tag, I felt safe. I was like, this is going to be taken care of.
yeah, bro.
Like that tag right there.
Nah, I think that was just such a good way to start off the album. Like the way he's singing, the way he's rapping on it, it was just like a perfect. Like it sounded new, but at the same time, it sounded familiar enough to like the
Yes.
old Cudi. So it's just like it just had me super excited to like hear what was coming next, bro. Like
Yeah.
before I pressed play on that album, bro, like I refreshed my phone 12 a.m., bro, on the fucking dot. 12 a.m., had the speakers hooked up, had everything ready. Just press when I saw it pop up on my Spotify, and I'm like, bro, I'm really about to press play on this album. Like, it was such a surreal moment, man. But
And I remember you were waiting up until like it came out. I felt like it was taking so long to turn 12 o'clock, bro. I'm like looking at my phone like, yo, I can't wait to hear this fucking album. I want to know if I'm going to be disappointed or it's going to be amazing, bro. Now we sued, bro. He about to sue us, bro. Just that from that little clip.
But hey, it'd be pretty lit if we got sued by Cudi, yeah. Even though it'd be the label. But.
Yeah, it wouldn't be him. But yeah. Nah, this album was amazing.
yeah, for sure. It automatically went into one of my favorites this year, probably number 2 or 1.
It's number 1 for me.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple questions actually this week, bro.
Oh, shit.
We got questions this week, bro.
All right, bet.
All right. Favorite female artists of 2020 aside from the wonderful Orion Sun.
Fuck! No, I'm playing.
Don't know shit about Orion Sun.
I mean, since you brought up Orion Sun, I might as well, plug it right quick. Go check out Orion Sun. You feel me? She dropped the album this year.
Weekly plug.
Now I'm playing. Besides Orion Sun, I'll probably say No Name. No Name. I don't know. It's a lot of them. No Name. Rico Nasty is killing it.
She just dropped an album.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Meg Thee Stallion, bro. I know that music is like I'm chilling. I'm just like listening to her talk about her shaking her ass and whatever. That shit is fire though, bro. Like I still check that shit out.
For the audience that it's made for, it's
10
perfect.
out of 10. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Nah, that definitely some Meg Thee Stallion.
Have either of you heard of Mariah the Scientist?
Yes, yeah.
I've heard of her.
Yeah.
I have not checked her out yet though.
Her album came out late 2019, but you guys would love that. Highly suggest.
Right. I've been meaning to check her out because I keep seeing that name and hearing about it, and I know, and I seen the cover of the album, and they really caught my eye, but I just haven't. I keep.
Wait, is it only this year? Like the question was, it only for this year? Or?
She said this year, so. Whatever.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah, for me this year specifically, I think Kylie Uchis.
You just found out about her?
Had a really good. No, not that I found that. Kylie Uchis.
I've been singing wrong this whole time.
What have
you
you
Like
been
Kali Uchi or some shit, like it's a Dragon Ball Z movie. You know? But it's Cali, like how.
Cali.
Yeah, Cali.
Kylie Uchis. She had a really great 2020. She just dropped an album called Sin Miedo, which was really fire.
Is that the one with?
That's the one that she's singing in Spanish for most of it.
But does she have Party Next Door up there?
Does she?
Because there's a song that seen that she.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that's
the second track.
That's the song I heard. That shit is fire.
No, that one's fire. The one called Telepatía is super fire too. I love it. But also, I think I haven't checked out the album as much. I've heard it. I like it. Y'all should definitely check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the EP she dropped earlier this year, called To Feel Alive EP, that shit was. It's only 4 songs, but all those songs are so fire. That song called I Want War. That song called To Feel Alive. Both super fire. Like she did her thing. Shout out to Kylie Uchis.
There's 2 that I said previously on previous episodes that I mentioned. Gwen Bunn. If y'all haven't heard from her, go check her out. Her shit is fire. And also Anna Wise. Yeah, for sure. Definitely go check out. So those 2 artists, Anna Wise and Gwen Bunn, go check them out.
All right.
They got some fire songs.
Next question. Do you guys know Live? Live.e?
I've heard a few of her songs. But I need to take more time and listen.
I have not listened to this person, so.
I know about her because Tyler posted one of her songs in his story. And honestly, whatever he posts, bro, I'm gonna go check it out because he got good taste.
I didn't peep that though.
That was a while
ago.
Yeah.
So the songs you heard, did you like them or?
Yeah, from what I remember, yeah, I liked them.
Right.
I definitely have to check out more though.
All right, I'll peep her. I haven't really listened to her music. Let me see. I think we had a couple more.
But hold on, I just want to talk about what just popped up. Whole Lotta Red. You still excited for that album?
Well, I'm gonna listen to it obviously, but like I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I think I lost a little bit excitement with all the it's about to come out, but then not really dropping it. Like
I feel like he dropped this window. Like he missed this window. If he would have dropped it last year, like he needed to drop it last year. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
That was his year to drop. He didn't. He wasted his chance. Now it's just like whatever. If you drop it, you drop it. I don't really care. I'm still listening to it.
Did you hear the other song? I forgot this guy's name, but this is weird. The weird black guy
with the red hair.
Yeah.
Who made a Whole Lot of Red the album?
Oh, Mario Judah.
Yeah,
the
bro.
fucking goat.
Low-key slaps can't lie.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Maybe we don't need Cardi no more, bro.
Bro, that's what he's trying to prove.
It's like, bro, if Cardi, you gonna be like this, bro, we could just listen to him.
You know what the funny thing is though? If like him screaming and making those videos made him pop and made us realize that it was like ridiculous that we're waiting this long for that kind of music.
Yeah.
But then it also made me realize like if this guy didn't like put this whole stunt on, he could have blown up. Like he probably still will blown up, but imagine if he organically came up. Like he made some bad music.
It sounds almost as good, bro.
Yeah.
But you saw like the music he was releasing before this, right? Like,
no.
Yelling.
Yeah, yelling like.
Yeah. No, he got the one where he's like run nigga or some shit.
I'm
like
a
that?
fucking bear. Like,
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah, that-
screamo rap.
yeah.
like screamo rap, bro. That shit.
Okay.
It's funny, but I mean the song is okay. I'm not even gonna lie, the song is not even that bad. I listened to it a few times.
I might just have to hop on that wave.
Mario Judah. Go
All
check
right.
out Mario Judah.
I love how you knew his name. Yeah.
Mario Judah, yeah, bro. I'm surprised you didn't know his name, bro. Like,
Sure, you're right. We listened to the album at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. One more question. Thoughts on Gene Dawson? Do you know who that is? I keep hearing this name.
Who?
Gene or John Dawson?
No,
Gene
bro.
or John?
I don't know what's going on. I'm out of the mix.
Um,
What's up?
But I keep hearing. I know this is the cover for his album. It's super fucking clean. Like,
Nah, that's fire.
it's a fire cover. I haven't heard
Nah,
it
that's
though.
actually fire.
It's called Pixel Bath. I haven't listened to it yet though. I keep hearing about Gene Dawson.
Do you know what type of music?
I think what's the word? I skimmed through it one day, like just randomly clicked some songs and like skimmed through them.
Mhm.
Sounds like some like weird hip hop shit, like
Okay.
JPEG Mafia
Okay.
type thing.
I can fuck with that.
So we'll see. I still gotta
What's his
listen.
name?
I might be completely off. Gene Dawson, and
Gene Dawson.
and then the album is called Pixel Bath.
Alright.
So
I'll check it out.
I just didn't listen to it because like I was in the mood at that moment. But yeah, he's on my list. But yeah, I think that's it for today, man. We talked about the greatest album of all time.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Where's this whole like? Okay, so December 21st, everybody getting like you getting superpowers. But what's the logic behind? What's the logic behind these superpowers?
Apparently, like
Because I deserve
Mercury and Venus
Right.
are like lining up for the first time in like 100+ years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's
And
really
then-
happening.
Okay, but what that
Apparently
guy?
on Twitter.
But why is that like affecting black people directly?
Why is it not? Why is it not? That's a better question. Why not? Why not I get powers? You feel me?
Apparently, when that happens, they're saying a magnetic pulse is sent through the universe,
Yeah.
and people with melanin in their skin, aka darker skinned people, can like absorb it.
Bro,
All
it's
I'm gonna say, bro-
it's fucked
Yo.
up that it's happening December 21st and not in the summer though. It's in the summer.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. All I'm saying is that y'all better hope Dr. Umar don't get no powers, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro,
If Dr. Umar get powers, bro,
He about to turn into.
We're nuking the world, yo.
it's over, bro.
Yeah.
It's completely over.
Trump would not let that happen, yo.
But yeah, man. This our last episode of the year, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And we talking about Cudi. What a way to go out.
So
What-
I'm propping this up on you guys without having a previous conversation.
Mhm.
But can I ask you guys for the beginning of 2021?
Yeah.
For you guys to make a 15-song playlist of your songs of 2020. And we're keeping it not for, we're not giving you, it's going to be tough. We want you to pick 15 songs. Can you guys do that and put it out for the listeners?
15 songs?
Of your favorite, maybe not like the best, but things that you think were great for 2020.
Just from 2020? Yeah.
Just for
yeah,
2020.
I could do that.
That's like we can do that.
But I feel like me saying that right now and then me looking at my phone and trying to figure out.
You're going to have 32.
Like,
and you're
try
to
"Yeah, I
narrow
gotta get the
down."
15.
Yeah, to narrow it down to 15, yeah, I don't know.
But that's the point. I want you guys to have some struggle with it.
I just think that the first 15 would probably be Kid Cudi. I think the first 15.
It's like, all right, the first 15, Man on the
If
Moon
that's
3,
what you want, that's what you want, you know?
then the rest. Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you're
That
watching
sounds
this,
fun. I fuck with that.
yo, if you're watching this though, before we go, I just want you to give yourself a pat in the back, bro. Like,
Yo, if you made it this far to the end of the video,
if
bro.
you made it to not the end of the video, bro. If you made it to this year, bro, to the end of the year,
More importantly in this video, because I'm just happy you watching our content.
bro. But like, 2020, wildest fucking year for everybody. We all been through
For everybody, bro.
everybody, bro. Everybody been through some crazy
Except
shit
for
this
Jeff
year.
Yo, whatever. Anyway, go ahead.
That's a whole different episode, bro.
Yeah.
You're not about to get me started again, bro. You're not about to get me started on that. But yeah, bro. Like, we got through that shit. So I think you should congratulate yourself for that, bro. Don't just gloss over the fact that you got over the most traumatic year
Yeah, for
in your
everybody.
lifetime. Like, that shit wasn't easy, and you know that better than anybody. But you made it through.
We saying that right now, then 2021 gonna be worse.
Yeah, but no matter what, we gonna still make it through, bro.
Hell yeah.
We gonna
Damn,
still
bro,
be
that
here,
Cudi
bro.
really kicked
Bro,
in, bro.
you feel me, bro?
Shit, my nigga.
You feel me, bro?
Now that's facts though. We on that positive way, bro.
Nah, bro, yeah. So wherever you at, bro, just be thankful. We thankful for you. We thankful for
Your friends, be thankful that you got a
Everything,
crib, be thankful you got a phone, be thankful you got
a job, even if you hate that job. Be
Yeah.
thankful for that shit, bro. A roof over
anything,
your
bro.
head,
It's
a
so much shit
meal.
to be thankful for, bro.
For real. That's one thing I learned in 2020. Just being thankful and I'm feeling super thankful right now. So thank y'all for watching.
Love y'all.
Keep coming back. We'll see y'all next year. Don't forget to subscribe, follow,
Tell your friends.
hit the link tree link in the bottom. You'll find all the social media, all the streaming platforms, and all that. Okay, so be safe. Love y'all, and Happy New Year and holidays and all that shit. Yeah.
Love you. You out of here.
Last words for Cudi?
Thank you, Kid Cudi, for life.
Yeah.